All I can say is woo hoo hoo hoo. Hello, welcome back to another Initial Speed. Again, I'm your host Phil. Today, we take care of a GTi. So I have a GTi to detail, 2015. Let's take a look and see how bad it really is. I gave it a wash 2 days ago, and it looks a little bit better, but obviously the outside needs probably needs a good clay, good paint correction, and good wax. So let's take a look at the inside first and see what we have to deal with. And this is the bad boy in question. Not a bad looking car. Okay, so the mats need to be shampooed. The carpet, oh, it's not too bad. Seats need to be cleaned up. Usual spots. Very dusty, but that's to be expected. I'm sure the driver's side's worse. We'll take a look at that in a sec. The usual. It's not too bad in here. Alright, let's take a look at the driver's side. Shouldn't be too bad. Looks like it was kept fairly well. So this customer just bought this. Ooh, interesting. Just bought this, and just wants the old the old owner's, dirt out of it. So let's try and make that happen. Needs a little freshening up. So doing a engine shampoo, start the car. My rule of thumb is if it's older than 5 years, let the car run while you're shampooing. That way if it stumbles, you know that you've got a vacuum leak or a naked wire. So the coolant is a little low. You can see it's below the minimum line, so I'll top that up. One thing I wish the Germans would stop doing is a plastic intake manifold. Dumb idea. So like I said, it's low. So I'm going to top it up for him. So of course I use genuine VW stuff. And there you go. Perfect example of why you should clean your car. I just did the steering wheel. Let me show you. So you see this is yellow. Well, that's what came off the steering wheel. Think about it. The amount of times, the amount of hands that touch this thing. So anyway, now I've stripped off all of the oils. That's why it's so gray looking. I will put some leather conditioner on here to put the moisture back into the leather. Whenever you take moisture, or whenever you take oil out of leather, you need to put it back. Okay, well, the inside is done. The outside I'm going to leave for tomorrow. I think I'm going to wax it. I don't know. I'll wash it, take a look at the paint, and see whether or not it needs to be clayed. Not clay barred, clayed. You're using a clay bar. Anyhow, the outside clayed, then possible a quick buzz and a wax. Just, you know, make it look that much nicer. In any case, this is what the inside looks like now. Day 2, back on this Golf, this black GTi. I've got to run down and pick up a part for the Jetta. The turn signal in the side view mirror on the driver's side has gone, and it is not a bulb as much as I thought it was. It is not a bulb, it's a LED strip. $100 later. Anyhow, I'm going to wash this black GTi, probably clay it and give it a buff. Not a paint correcting job this time around, just enough to make it pop a little bit. And the owner wanted me to check on the check engine light. So let's find out what that's about. Okay, well, part acquired. Got the turn signal for the mirror of the Jetta, as well as I picked up a second wheel hanger. One will probably stay in the Jetta, one will go to the wife's car. That way I don't have to go looking for anything when I need them. And as per usual, it was at Eurosport Tuning. So, you know, anyone that's been on this channel before, or I should say watches the channel regularly, should know that when we come here, we do a little drive-through. And boy, do we have some crazy looking cars. Take a look. Windshield needs to be cleaned. Listen. Kind of the same idea as what I did to the windows clean off all the contaminants that are on the paint. So now it's ready for polish. Okay, so now that it's washed and it's looking fairly proper, I don't know if you can see, I've started polishing. That fender has been done and half of the hood or bonnet. You can see all of the spider lines. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. But then you come over here and it looks like I'm actually looking at the trees, but indeed it is the bonnet. Alright, let's get back to work. See how much darker, deeper it is? So hours later, this thing's looking tight, nice and shiny. I went a little further than I had intended to do. I intended just to do a quick buzz, but got into it, put my head down, and was just enjoying my work. Now, gonna wax it. Then I will clean the outside windows again, freshen up the wheels a little, and then we'll go out and do some photos. Hopefully we have enough time. Alright, so took the car out to a little space where I like to shoot. I guess it's time to show you guys what it looks like now that it's finished. Ready? But here's how the car sits now. It's dirty on the outside, clean on the inside. The way I like my women. Kidding.